With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Mitchell wide open. Misses the three. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder and all-time great breaking new ground.
Here's Ball. Pass to Allen.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Here's Giannis. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And stolen by Mobley. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Pass the ball. Cleveland moving it around. Allen's shot is off.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
For three, Mitchell. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Boy, Donovan Mitchell has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. Now it's about his efficiency.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go. Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding. Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Bucks with possession here. 4-point game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Antetokounmpo, no good. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. For three, Mitchell. On its way from Hunter for 2. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The drive by Giannis. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Mobley. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Milwaukee with the ball. Off target from outside. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Kuzma. From the arc. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Anthony. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Mitchell. Elbow shot. The putback. Picked off in midair. Giannis drives in. He nails it. And we're tied up. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got a couple of threes now in the first for Cleveland. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
There's a reason teams put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. This guy, you trust him to make the right play.
Oh, that kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
And for the Bucks, number 13, Ryan Rollins.
Mitchell right side. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
It's tipped. He's looking for Hunter and finds him. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 on the clock. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by Giannis. Here's Rollins, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Garland attacking. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story. Yeah, Darius Garland, very capable of getting separation and pick and roll. This guy knows what he's doing.
And that one's good by Porter.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Garland, that's for 2. Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
That's a smart play by Darius Garland, finding his man off the screen.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Merrill. Nothing on the board. Nance outside. Over to the left wing. The 3 from Garland. The rebound by Turner.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Assisted by.
And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Here's Anthony, and it's blocked by Brown. Pass to Anthony. Goes back up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
So you have to stay with the play when you feel contact because you get a chance for maybe a three-point play. And this opportunity, free throw coming for Mr. Cole Anthony.
Milwaukee making a switch here. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
The wide open look here for Garland. And the three ball is good. Garland's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland. And here's Anthony for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. To the wing on the left. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. He gets that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, Kyle Kuzma off his feet in a hurry. Nice finish.
Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Bucks making a change here. Here's Rollins. Porter looking it over. The steal. There's the 3. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Cavs. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Antetokounmpo, strong finish.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Antetokounmpo. Off with the layup. Out to the wing. Garland with the bucket. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
For 3, Nance. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. It's Kuzma penetrating. Misses in close. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Brown. 4 seconds left. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Oh, and the buzzer beat is good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bucks trail by 6. It's Giannis pulling it down.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
To the middle. And then Allen slams it in.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Donovan Mitchell drops the hammer.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Mitchell. After the made shot from Cole Anthony. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Here's Giannis. Good D by Mobley. Here comes Mitchell. Mobley outside. Anthony with it. Guarded by Hunter. Here's Turner. Mobley with the block.
Boy, Mobley read that the entire way. His defensive instincts are so good.
There's Porter with the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 7. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Kevin?
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Mobley. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trailed by 9. And Porter, here we go. Good D by Mitchell.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Back to Mobley. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Now, here's Mitchell. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. Portis with it. Now guarded by Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Substitution.
A different look now for Cleveland. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And it's Brown missing. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Outside Garland for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Anthony. Basket good. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Now, here's Trent. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Trent can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And Garland has it in the corner. They get it back to the left side wing. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Portis.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Portis. Here's Smith. 1 second left. And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Garland. Inside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, you've got to be decisive in your movements in the pick and roll, and Mr. Nance Jr. does exactly that.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Rollins. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Rollins got himself on the board with 3 there.
Everybody's watching Giannis when he's near the bucket. Perfect time for the kick out.
And Brown throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Out left to the wing. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 8-point game. Trent with the wide open look. Bullseye.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes, sir.
There goes Antetokounmpo. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And Garland has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Here's Rollins. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Kicks it out to Garland. Another miss by Garland.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
That one is no good. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Prince. Mitchell outside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And Antetokounmpo inside.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Strong move off the glass.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Bucks trail by 5. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by Allen inside.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Now Antetokounmpo. And he does not hit.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective. Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Layup, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. And they recover it. Mitchell looking it over. Another chance. Count it. Nice touch.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
And Allie, thanks so much. Anthony, and he banks the layup in.
Cole Anthony's been around the game a long time, folks. Don't think he doesn't relish these opportunities.
Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell powering through contact.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Now Mobley rips it down with 2 hands.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And here's Cleveland. 7-point differential. Oh, the slam dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
The drive by Mitchell.
The Spider in the house. The unmatched quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a bucket.
Porter. Off target from outside. Going to work down low. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one.
They can't evade. JD, go punch me in right here. Type of hit you can't stage. Punch me in again. Go left, I'm Southpaw train. Same in my corner, same in the ring. Autograph my birth certificate. Told the doc submitted, that's life. Know the coast with it, going coast to coast with it, and we coasting. Most wanted on the mic. It's the immigrant, black and from the villages. I envisioned this. De la costa pacífica, soy el general, certificado desde el día que llegamos. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Kick up dust, men them fuss. One shame, shoot get scuffed. They act tough, trust none regardless. We are duck. Slither in the cup, with them up, snakes hidden in my garden. I see a fraud theme, crowns on a false king. Falls of the offspring, still chasing lost dreams. Whoa, let me console you, I come on you. Transforming sheep into buffalo soldiers. Used to play hide and seek, now I seek where they hide. Try to desert us like we ain't want a piece of the pie.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
Here's Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. For 3, Holmgren bangs home the trifecta.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And if you look at what he's done over the last 3 years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
And Williams, here we go. Back to Dort. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
And you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. Here's Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing here by 8. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Stolen by Bamba. Pass to Williams. Holmgren the screen. To the wing on the left. Now Bamba. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Already with his second foul, the coach has a decision to make here.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And Torch gets it to go.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Anthony. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. It could go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Porter. And there's the drive. And finished off by Porter.
Whoa, storming inside on that drive. And then just exploding. What a jam by Porter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Here's Rollins. Pulls up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
You can tell Porter Jr. is a pretty crafty guy. I mean, he knows how to manipulate the defense.
One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 10. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's SGA. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's 12 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Porter. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The Thunder leading by 12. Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Portis. And the rejection by Chang. Caruso with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Here's SGA. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Here's Topic. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now, here's Porter to the inside. Turner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
A big-time presence in the post. That's exactly what they want from Turner.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Diving in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Topic, following the score by Miles Turner. Takes it inside, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He misses the free throw. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now, here's Kuzma. Nothing on the board. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So it's the Thunder now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. From past the arc, Bucks trailed by 17. Pass to Turner. .115 left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. And Antetokounmpo.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drive. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Here's Topic. Holmgren in the post. Wallace, good. Wallace has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Caruso. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pass to Topic. Now here's Wallace. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Turner.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Good on both. Bucks trail by 17. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. It's good from long range. Holmgren's got 6.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
That one good for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 6. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's an 18-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And the dunk by SGA.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And he finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. There's Williams. Here he goes. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Thunder leading by 17. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Thunder with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And now Alida Force has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Kevin, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Anthony can't hit.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it off the glass. 20 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Here's Hartenstein. Still yet to score.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Trent with it. Now SGA defending. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
The Thunder leading by 17. Over in the corner, Dort. Williams looking around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous-Alexander with a savvy move.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened. Take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
.119 left to play here in the third. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. Here's Kuzma. And the layup falls.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Up top corner. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. First team foul. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Anthony. And good that time. Anthony's got 8 points.
Kept moving and found an opening. Staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and our man is going for the jump.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Shot missing. It's Anthony with the drive. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now Caruso. Good as it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We've got more in store for you right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Bucks trailed by 16. Pass to Portis. Prince outside. Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And here is Caruso. Down low. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And Giannis throws it down.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Now here's Jang. Pass to Caruso. Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Giannis. Giannis making his presence felt down low.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's highlight reels tough from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Portis. Rebound by Jang. The Thunder leading by 14. Wallace drawing the double team. Here's Caruso. Back to Jang. Out to Wallace. 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 14. Here's Rollins. And slam dunk by Rollins.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's Giannis. Blocked again.
And that is why Harden went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
Toward outside. SGA. And he hits the jumper.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
I love that dish down low. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Driving inside.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
Kuzma. Now Anthony. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porter. good from 3. Now Hartenstein. Now Williams. Shoots the 3. Cleared away by Turner. Bucks trailed by 14.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Oklahoma City.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
From deep, he drills the 3. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it may
She bad on him, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. If you like TikTok like this. I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. Face car valid and her body come perfect. I could be patient if it's worth it. If you want a Birkin, then earn it. Miss me, can make fire like furnace. You pull up on me in a night with a purpose. And your eye contact is flirting. You got the I'm surfing. Miss if you got a bumper, then twerk it. Miss if you got a bumper, then shake it. Vibrate it, embrace it. Let's make it. First step, room, next step. I got you tryna get. If you can handle, come take it. I know that your friends like me and you hate it. Babe, they can look, not touch. Only you, and me. Homebody, I don't like party, but we can party like we at Carney. First day, palm me. Only you, and me. Let's deep. She don't need honey, she already. If you bring your girls, I'ma bring my army. She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. At 10, yeah, that's my. Feel TikTok like this. I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. TikTok like this. I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this.
Jam on it.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you gonna rap, right? You gonna do it now, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of
Jam on it.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Chili.